Hi, hello, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Shout out to the Salem Club members who are seeing this first. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And if you haven't already connected with me over on Patreon, it's completely free to join. You'll still get some perks. I'll occasionally drop a YouTube video there early, or I'll make a previously only accessible for the Salem Club members, accessible for everyone. If a video is ever blocked after I post it on YouTube, it will be available for free on Patreon, plus it's ad-free. However, if you are interested, you can join the Salem Club members who get early access to all my content. They're usually about a month or more ahead of YouTube, extended versions of all the videos, exclusive content, things that I either can't post on YouTube or I have to blur for YouTube, like official music videos, requested live performances, interviews, documentaries, giving your opinion and voting on polls about what I do next, things like that. All of the information will be in the description below. So today we're doing what I have been referring to in my schedule as Frank Features Part 1. So we have a few songs, actually added like 4 or 5 new ones. I thought this video was only going to be 2 songs as of last night, and then today I saw some comments on Patreon, so I have now expanded that and we've added 5 more tracks. Some of these might not be on streaming, but I think most of these are on YouTube, so I don't think I should have an issue getting them through copyright, but you know, we really never know. I'm gonna try to go in order. I don't know the exact dates, but I have like general years, I believe. So I think we're gonna start with 2 songs from Mellowhype featuring Frank Ocean. I think they're both on the same album from 2010. So we're gonna start with Hell. If I could open that up, that'd be swell. I will say that is a very interesting album cover. I'm very intrigued by that album cover. Like what this album is about. Not that we're listening to the album, but I think it's a cool album cover. It's just really different. Anyways, producer is Left Brain. Oh, okay. So this is like Odd Future Days. Well, I guess 2010, yeah. Right? That sounds right. Oh, okay. So Mellowhype was a duo. So it's Haji Beats and Left Brain. Okay. I was thinking Mellowhype was like another person maybe in Odd Future that I just hadn't heard of, but that makes sense. Okay, I think I'm ready. I'm a little scared. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little afraid of Odd Future during this time, just because it's, you know, I just think back to Tyler and Trilogy, so like I don't know what to expect, but I feel like it is reasonable for me to be a little afraid. Anyways, also I don't know why my lights just got like really intense. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that.
What the hell? What the hell?
That's Tyler saying what the hell, right?
What the hell?
Is that just looped as the beat stop?
Home in the week, barely been to Pasadena since them San Fran streets. I stay the night at the studio, I get no sleep. My passion for this music, yo, is far too deep. I rest for 3 hours a day, 4.5 if I'm lucky, for 45 in the morning, and I'm the only one up. See, I'm all about the hustle. Haji about his grind, and you'll no longer struggle once you make up your mind. I have made up my mind, and now I'm taking the time. Instead of niggas taking from mine, I recording out of space, spending time, lending rhymes, not a hand. Mixtapes to a fan, giving and getting grams. Our future shining, SPF sunscreen needs to be applied, burn from sunbeams. Teach a lesson if haven't learned from one schemes. Mankind wouldn't be realistic if no one dreamed. Yeah, I got anime.
Okay. Is he about to say? Wait, hold on.
Realistic if no one dreamed. Yeah, I got anime on the screen.
Stop. I thought that might be where he was going with it. Okay. Love that. As we know, I'm not criticizing. It's a personal thing. Me with my sensory kind of issues, the looped what the hell is really hard for me not to focus on. It's like I like it in the sense that that's really funny and like that's a cool thing to do. It's just from a sensory perspective, it's kind of a lot, and it was really hard for me to not get too distracted by it to where I could really hear what he was saying. So that was just a little difficult. I definitely want to read these because I got very little. I ain't been home for a week, barely been to Pasadena since them San Fran streets. I stay the night at the studio, get no sleep. My passion for this music, yo, it's far too deep. I rest 3 hours a day, 4.5 if I'm lucky. 4:45 morning, and I'm the only one up. See, I'm all about the hustle, Haji about this grind, and you no longer struggle once you make up your mind. Ooh, I like that line a lot. I had made up my mind, and now I'm taking the time. Ooh, I like that. Like once you decide to do something and made that decision, you're not like in that being plagued by all the decisions. Steady taking from minds. I record in outer space. Bending time, lending rhymes, not a hand. Ooh, I like that. Mixtapes to a fan, giving and getting grams. Odd future shining SPF sunscreen. Needs to be applied to burn from sunbeams. That's funny. I like that. Teach a lesson if haven't learned from one's schemes. I like the idea of one's schemes, like plotting, scheming, but also the rhyme scheme. I like that. Mankind wouldn't be realistic if no one dreamed. I really like that. With him staying at night at the studio, not getting to sleep much, and then talking about like dreams, daydreams, regular dreams, doesn't matter. I think that's kind of my favorite line though. Mankind wouldn't be realistic if no one dreamed. And then I got, why did that come out as like, I got loyalty? Just Kendrick just like popping up out of nowhere. I got anime on the screen. Taste.
I got pen in hand, scripting dream. I got rich man said to me, just remember one thing, you'll never have time. You'll never have time. You'll never have time. You'll never have time.
Ooh, I like that. Rich man said to me, just remember one thing, you'll never have time. Ooh. I also do really love the I got a pen in hand scripting dreams. That's beautiful. Obviously, yes, you're writing songs, you're writing your raps, you know, all of that sort of thing, of course. And you're creating those dreams with those deals. But it also still feels, in a broader sense, to those of us who are not doing that, it still feels like you're putting in effort to go after those dreams. You've made the decision to that you want this thing. So now, what are you doing to get to where you want to go? Writing your own script, writing your own story for yourself, being the author of your own story type thing is how that comes across, and I really like that.
I knew it, mama, I knew it. One wish, every birthday candle before I blew it. Some carved the pass out, but I drew it. Sick it in the flu, I'm on my stew shit. Just let it simmer and brew. When I'm remembering you, we fall out in the winter, September, October, November, and you. No pretender with you, I'm like tender and food. Ziploc, marinated, cook it if you care to take it. The time out to bake it, mama, show me how you make it. Bring me to life with an icing covered knife. Single-handedly raised us, sacrifice and had to fight for pages to raise us. Love is what made us today. Trust, we all we got still. I'll proceed to protect if I'm going shot kill. I'm your star, twinkle twinkle. Thanks for every birthday you lit candles for cake sprinkles.
Oh, I like that. I knew it, mama, I knew it. One wish every birthday candle before I blew it. I also just like the idea of dreams, wishing on stars in outer space, and the idea of time passing in that first verse, and then him talking about the different birthday wishes, showing how time passes, how this has been a dream. I just think that's really nice. And I like that too, because before I blew it. So are we saying, yes, of course, blow the candle, but did anything happen to him in his pursuit to go after his dream where he felt like he blew his chances as well? I don't know anything about him, so I don't know, but I could see it being that way, maybe. Sun carved the paths out, but I drew it, sicker than the flu. I love that too, because it's like sun, mama, sun, I get that. And the carved path, later on he talks about icing covered knife. Interesting too with him talking about outer space and all this stuff. And I don't know if these are typed right. I'm just going off of what I can find. But it says sun, S-O-N, but still interesting with the outer space themes that are happening. But I drew it. I like that. So sun carved path out, but I drew it. Ooh, I like that. Sicker than the flu. I'm on my stew shit, just letting it simmer and brew. Yeah, like simmering, waiting. Again, the timing. When I'm remembering you, we fall out in the winter. September, October, Novembering you. I love that. I love that. No contender with you. I'm like tendering food. Ziploc marinade. Cook it if you care to take it. The time now to bake it. Mama, show me how you make it. Bring me to life with icing covered knife. Ooh, single-handedly raised us, sacrificed and had to fight for pay just to raise us. Love is what made us today. Trust that we always got steel. Almost like strength of character, but also I'm assuming that's also meant to be like firearm steel type thing. I'll trust to protect if I'm gonna shot kill. And then I'm the star, twinkle twinkle. I like this idea of youth in the passage of time, wishing upon a star, these ideas of like the daydreams or the dreams that you have at night. I mean, obviously it's talking about the dreams that you have in general, of course, like pursuit of what you want to do, your dreams, your goals. But I like that. Thanks for every birthday you lit candles for the cake sprinkles. Oh, I like that.
I got anime on the screen. I
It is a very interesting choice, I will say, that it's called hell. It can be hell in pursuit of these dreams. Interesting.
anime on the cake sprinkles. I got anime on the screen. I got pen in hand, script I got rich man said to me, just remember one thing, you'll never have time. You'll never have time.
Oh. Okay, I don't know why it took me hearing it again for that to click of the rich man was saying, you'll never have time. I guess originally I was taking that as kind of like I think I was taking rich man as like embodying the industry type thing or the things that are set up against you in pursuit of this dream. But I'm wondering if it's more like, just remember you'll never have time. It's never gonna be the right time to do something. Sometimes you just have to go after your dreams. And to Haji's point earlier, sometimes you just have to draw it, or to Frank's point, sometimes you have to script it. You'll never have the right time or enough time. And if you let that be the thing that stops you, I wonder if it's more meant to be taken like that. Interesting. I like that.
You'll never have time. You'll never have time.
Or maybe I guess it also could be just because the saying, now that I look back, of maybe it's talking about, the mama showed me how to make it, bring me to life with icing covered knife, single-handedly raised us, sacrifice and had to fight for pay just to raise us. Love is what made us today. Her sacrifices made us today. So maybe it's also saying you'll never have time if you don't make certain things a priority, almost like a balancing of whatever your priorities are to still go after your dream. You know what I mean? I feel like it could be any or all of the above. I mean, I guess you could take it more negative too and say you'll never have time to do everything that you want to do. In that kind of negative framing, your life is never going to be balanced because of the capitalistic society we live in. I mean, you could look at it like that as a more negative as well, and maybe that's why it's called hell. But I could also see it being more, it can be hell to just pursue dreams in general. But it doesn't mean that it's not worth it. I feel like there's different ways you could take it depending on how positively or negative you take some of those lines. You know what I mean? I like it though. I will say, I don't know if in the mix, the Tyler loop got lower in the second part, in Haji's second verse, or if I just wasn't as fixated on it, but it didn't bother me, like it didn't stick out as much or distract me too much in the second verse like it did in the first. So it may have just been me not paying attention to it as much, but if it was lowered in the mix, I like that.
What the hell?
Yo, what the fuck is an interlude anyway? What the fuck is an interlude for, man? What the hell do you need a fucking interlude for, man? Fuck that. Just play the next song.
Okay, wait, I love that. The timing of this is really funny because I was literally thinking about that last night. I was editing a video and it had quite a few interludes or what I guess I would assume it's considered an interlude. And I literally had that thought. I was like, honestly, what is the definition of an interlude? You know those times where you're like, I know what something is in theory, but if I had to perfectly verbalize definition, I'm not sure that I would really have it right. I acknowledge it when I see it, but I'm not sure that I grasp it as a concept enough to properly define it. So that's just like really funny that came up in a song. Frank's voice was obviously incredible. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. It's beautiful. I loved him on that. Like I said, the first bit was a little harder for me sensory-wise, but other than that, I liked that. Also, just to clarify, when I say definition, I meant like in music. I know in general an interlude, but I didn't know if like in music there was a certain formula. Because at first I used to think interludes were just like a musical break almost. But then sometimes you'll see interludes that still have, it's like a really short song. And then sometimes it's a skit. And you know what I mean? So I think it was more that was what I was questioning. Anyways. Okay, next up is Rico. Same album.
We in the studio. I said, we in the studio. Is this mic on? Check. I'm thankful for my position I was given in life. Cause I know some people living who ain't living this life. Read about starved children who ain't eating this right. Drug laws declare war, selling cheaper the price. Stunting dummy drug money, yeah, them sneakers is nice. Get your swag from the black, selling bags of the white. Niggas can't get a job, so we self-employed. If the coppers come and knock 'em, we gon' help that boy. Bail money, welcome back home out of jail money. White girl, pale money, sunny when we sell money. Seashell money, we sell money. Rain, hail money, heaven, what the hell money? Dusty paper, stale money. I thought they restricted it, did for most people, but we out here getting it.
Ooh, okay. So at first, I really liked that beat at the beginning, so I kind of didn't love the beat switch, but the beat switch is kind of growing on me. I like the cadence of this one. I'm thankful for my position I was given in life because I know some people living who ain't living this life. Read about starved children who ain't eating right. Drug lords declare war, selling cheaper the price. Stunting dummy drug money. Yeah, them sneakers is nice. Get your swag from the black, selling bags of the white. Can't get a job, so we self-employed. If the coppers come and knockin', we can help that boy. Bail money, welcome back home out of jail money. White girl, pale money, sunny when we sell money. See, honestly, that's hard to say. Seashell money. God, and he said that pretty fast too. We sell money. Yeah, that whole thing. When he started saying all the sell money, I was like, I don't think I could. I think I would get tripped up on that. I mean, granted, I get tripped up on just speaking normally, like general tone. So I guess that's not surprising. Anyways, rain, hell, money. This I really liked. Heaven, what the hell, money. Ooh. Dusty paper, stale money. I thought they restricted it. Did for most people, but we out here getting it. Dang.
Yeah. Bunch of hands under her dress. We get the feeling that she's faded and she's feeling screaming, Wolfgang, get me out, get me out. The sex is turning children, then the children turn to villains, villain wolves screaming, kill them all, fuck them all. And I go for anybody that come around, yeah. That ain't from around. Oh, you too, you ain't special. Wolfgang, kill 'em. She handles herself with class and she got a nice ass, but she can't run no games on me. She claimed to like the stores and the clothes, jeans, bleach with the hoes, but she can't get my bank home me. Too smart is no good, and she smart for no good. It's so good, she can't flaw her thing go me. She can be full of swag, drop a jag, pop tags on the ad, but she can't get her cake from me. That sounded like the hook I threw at her and the swag that reeled her in. Say she came to fill me in when she really came to fill me in. Like, baby, what's the deal in it? Seem to be attracted by the fiance Fiance and finance that I'm wiping, concealing it. Dealing with life shuffle, then fold. Dipping with the devils I hold. If we are a couple, let's go to the place where we lead in the life for succeed. Bring it pipe, blow the weed, punchlines till we receive.
Bunch of hands under her dress, we get the feeling that she's faded and she's willing, screaming, Wolfgang, get me out.
I think I get that line, but I feel like I could be taken out of context. I don't think he's saying how I was taking it, but the fact that I took it like that makes me like a little uncomfy. But again, I don't necessarily think that was the intention. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, I guess is what I'm saying. Again, I may not be taking this right, but to me, that first verse is him kind of explaining the hurdles that he's had to jump through and like what it means, how restrictive it can be, and how much is against you and how many things are set up against him and that sort of thing. And to get to where you are having a level of success and stuff, like you're going to be very protective of that is kind of what I get out of that. Acknowledging, I'm thankful for the position I was in because I know some people, it's like him acknowledging being grateful for these things, but also acknowledging because he can acknowledge how hard it is and things that he maybe has either seen or experienced himself. Like I said, I don't know much about his life, but regardless, we know the system is not set up in a fair, just way. You know what I mean? I guess it kind of goes into, with all that being said, if I feel like someone's coming in here to try to just get me for those types of things, like the things that I could give them money-wise, that's not going to fly with me, is essentially how I'm taking that. Is that, I feel like that's kind of the vibe? Yeah, right?
Get me out. The sexes turn to children, then the children turn to villains. Villain wolves screaming, kill them all, fuck them all.
I forgot to comment on that. Yeah, I really do like that though. That can inevitably lead to children. And then those children turn up to be villains. Villain wolves screaming, kill them all, fuck them all. Which, isn't that like kind of their tagline for Odd Future? It's kind of like explaining how they got there and what can happen if they go down that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like the cycle perpetuating kind of thing, right? That is really interesting though. You've got the villain wolf screaming what we scream. I like that. That is kind of cool.
And I go for anybody that come around here, that ain't from around here. Oh, you too, you ain't special.
Wolfgang, kill them all, fuck them all.
I really liked that beat. I still think I like the first part the best though. I don't know exactly how old they were here. I think Frank is a little bit older than some of the Odd Future guys, if I'm remembering correctly, but I could be wrong about that. Well, actually, let me just look. Okay, so he was 20. Depending on what time of the year this came out, he was either 19 or 20, which makes sense. I was about to say, like, I feel like given it was 2010, I feel like they would have had to be pretty young. So that's really cool. Like, we're hearing more of their really young stuff, which actually is a good segue into the next part because the next 3 songs are from the Odd Future OF Tape Volume 2. I have no idea if these are in order, so sorry. I don't think I've heard any of these 3. I know I've heard Sam is Dead and then Oldie because I watched the video. But I don't think I've heard any of the other ones. I feel like you guys wouldn't have recommended them though if you knew I had heard them anyways. So the first one is Analog 2.
Bitches think I'm crazy, but I'm normal. I just come off as a psychomaniac when I perform, and that's the next, so I don't bore you to death.
Okay, yep, Tyler. Definitely Tyler. Oh, this is really funny. Doing the Frank journey after the Tyler journey. Well, I mean, I still have some live stream stuff for Tyler journey, but or through his albums, I guess you would say. And then starting the Frank journey and they're having that overlap is interesting.
Yeah, 'cause I adore you, and it's the summer, so
Oh no. I don't, Tyler, respectfully, I don't really want to go to the lake with you. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have chills. Sorry. Wait, that's so funny. Sorry, I'm just thinking about how funny it is. I don't think that ever. That's a very loud car. motorcycle. Sorry, it's just hitting me that during the estate sale, when he was talking about, you know, the boats and like the lake and the water and all of that, I don't think it ever came up in my head. Tyler, lake, like I don't know that I want to go to the lake with you because it makes me think of the trilogy. I don't think that ever even crossed my mind. But going back and knowing the time frame, he says lake, and I was like, respectfully, Tyler, I don't know that I want to go to the lake with you. I'm thinking about wolf, right? That's wolf. And it just, when I said it, I was like, oh my God, all those lake type references in the estate sale and Call Me If You Get Lost era, and that I don't think that came up. I could be wrong, but sorry, that's just really funny. Okay, I'm focused.
Bitches, I'ma bring my niggas. You can practice like an eye. I'ma practice that guitar, baby. It's summer camp, golf wang, where the talking trees are. You and your girls can roll.
I can't tell if it's just because the themes overlap that it makes me feel like I've heard this, or if I've actually heard this. It's just like the beat. I just don't know if it's just because it was during that era and some of that verbiage was like making it onto the trilogy. I think specifically probably Wolf. Or if I've heard this and I just don't remember, I'm sorry. I don't feel like I have, but I don't know. I just wanted to at least make a note of that because like with love, I don't return to the trilogy much. There's a couple of songs on Wolf. I get it. I understand in his creative, like, they're just not my favorite. You know? They're just not. So since I don't visit that and I don't really think about that a lot, I just don't know for sure. So I'm sorry if this is a repeat and I've just like blocked it out.
Bring the pier, we can menage. Ooh, your girlfriend Nikki got the back, I like to massage. I be in the city with them actresses, the Nissan is down there in the bottom of the lake. I make sure we have a good.
The way he just like, go back. Frank, I loved that.
By the lake, at the park, in the road. If you meet me by the pier, bring the pier, we can menage. Ooh, your girlfriend Nikki got the back, I like to massage. I be in the city with them actresses, the Nissan is down there in the bottom of the lake. I make sure we have a good time.
The lake. Stop. I love that. The cadence of that entire thing.
A good time. I make sure it's a good time. A good time for you.
Lovesick, where's the clinic aid? We're young. Fun is what we're having. Fuck it, pour a glass of lemonade. It's snow cone and Pop-Tarts. I got heart and I got you. Let me take a dip and you can take a break. That's only if you need me by the lake.
I feel like I genuinely can't tell if it's just that some of these lines ended up on the album. And the only reason now I'm thinking that that could be the case is because the way he said good time, Frank did, it really reminded me of Super Rich Kids when he's like, good time. I don't know. There's something about the way he said it that kind of reminded me of that. That influence carried over into that song just a little bit. And I just also love going back and seeing some of these threads because as someone who, I don't know if this is actually talking about these things or if these are supposed to be like representations of something. If we're really talking about Pop-Tarts, I freaking love Pop-Tarts. I literally just got done off live and was eating a Pop-Tart on stream. That happens frequently. So love that. Also, pour a glass of lemonade and just thinking about how much, I don't think I really noticed the lemonade and the sweets and stuff until later on in the albums. That kind of became a big thing in Tyler's albums. And it's just funny going back to this because I'm like, Were those just like always present? I just didn't pay attention to them as much back then. That's interesting. Jesus. Jesus, Fang. When I had looked up and I looked back again, Fang was standing on this little chair. He had come through his new cat door, and I just like didn't, there was just like something there that wasn't there before. Freaked me out, sorry. Okay. I'm like now on edge because Blake trilogy flashbacks. I genuinely can't tell, and it's driving me nuts. Have I heard this before? Because is it just similar? Because even that's Sid.
It's cool to kick it. Maybe by the lick at 10. If I'm not there, just call. And if you need a way there, I'll write you on my handlebars.
One could say that he was saying, you know, if I'm not there, just call me. You know, call me if you get lost.
It's cool to kick it. Maybe by the lick at 10. If I'm not there, just call. And if you need a way there, I'll write you on my handlebars.
I can bring you to my treehouse. We'll be fucking on the rooftop. If you run down, we can just make out.
You just kind of scared me. Hello, Fang. Dude's a good little kitty cat. Hello. Okay. You seem like you want pets, but then you don't. So I don't really know what you want me to do with that. I'm so torn on this. I just went to look, and I'm not saying my timestamps aren't always perfect. So I don't know, but this is like the trilogy era music videos on Patreon. We didn't do all of them, but we did a lot of them. And that one has the Sam's Dead. That one has Oldies is on there. I don't see that one. I don't see Analog. Let me search. According to my timestamps, I don't have Analog wrote on anything. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. I think there's just a lot of crossover. I just don't know for sure. Because it's like, you know, the handlebars thing, meet me at the lake. Like, I mean, kissing you under the moonlight. I can bring you to our tree house, and then tree house is on wool. You know what I mean? Like,
So, meet me by the lake at 10. If I'm not there, just call. And if you need a way there, I'll write you on my handlebars. Come along. Life jacket, cause you'll need it. Cause if you go in, take a dip, the water's pretty deep.
respectfully, no. I don't think I want to do that. I don't know. Am I crazy? I just had to look up the track list for Wolf because I was like, what if someone just didn't realize that I had done Wolf? What if this is a song that's on there and then it was also on The Odd Future? It is thankfully not on there because I was like, God, what if it's that? And I just like don't remember. Okay. I like that. I'm sorry. I know I didn't really talk a lot about it. I was just so hung up on the have I heard this before? I apologize for that. I was just very confused. It's also concerning because it gives me a bit of flashbacks. So, you know. I did like the sound of that a lot though. I liked that a lot. And I really liked Frank's bridge. Salem, you're gonna have to learn to use the kitty door. I got a new cat door. So I don't have to get up every 5 minutes to let these cats in and out. The kittens have learned to use it. Salem and his brother, not so much. I don't know if you've ever tried to train a cat. Where did you go? Hold, please. Oh, seriously. I'm bulk filming and it'll take me weeks before I even get to edit this. So it'll hopefully, by the time you're seeing this, we have made progress. But when I tell you, I don't know how I'm gonna fix this. The door is up a bit. It's not just like right at the bottom. So I have a thing for them to get up on both sides. And the kittens want that. They get freaked out if that's not there. But Salem won't use them. And they're not like uneven or anything. There's no jumping involved. You can literally step through the door onto the next platform and then step down. He won't step on the platform. So he gets and balances and then jumps over. What do you mean? I didn't expect that to be an issue. So, fingers crossed that we have figured that out for my sanity. Okay, next up is Snow White. Trippy.
Gold chain and some J's, like Nas and Illmatic. I'm so real, I'm something to feel. Pill fabric, my folks kill they hunt every meal. Meat cabbage, lyrically get out my way, protein. The beats radish, roll the weed, LB. The police smelt me, high profile sweet. Bring them hoes to the telly, nah. Bitches fuck your shit up worse from DMX and Belly behind your back, planning your downfall. I thought that was your rally. Relatives, skin of ribs and eat healthy. I belt your bitch and leave her tits on the shelving. I felt the bitch, she let me in. Welcoming, fuck duct tape, nigga. I like Velcroing. I ain't the one to be tampered with. I make you shit all in your pants, in your pamper, bitch. Niggas quick to sing a hook and make a dance up quick. For you, it's never a never. My camp's legit. Fuck your crew, nigga. It's Wolfgang, nigga. Go to fuck home, nigga. Night, night, motherfucker. Smoke up, left, right. Snow so white, moon so bright.
The juxtaposition of those. Okay.
It's Wolfgang, nigga. Go to fuck home, nigga. Night, night, motherfucker. Smoke up, left, right. Snow so white, moon so bright. They're on the playground making canines fight. Ain't no place for my kids to go. The wolves are rowdy in the parking lot. I don't mean basketball when I say they be ballin' in the park a lot. It's like the big bad wolf duplicated. If they're getting shitted on by critics, it's cool, they're super rated. Life on the huge playlist, daily's the fucking basis. A comment for all the hatred. Get off the children sacred. I'm international, actual. Bit of fact, I go from the US to the UK to Amsterdam in like 2 days. Snow so white, moon so bright. They're on the playground making canines fight. Ain't no place for my kids to go.
That was a little overstimulating for me. I don't even know what you want me to say about that. I mean, I liked the Nas and the DMX, like, that was cool. Some of those lines just kinda cracking me up. I do like the, the wolves are rowdy, snow so white, moon so bright. Essentially, we're just talking about drugs so white, so, like, cocaine, and then the moon is so bright because 'cause you're out at night, and then them being like, Wolfgang, they're on the playground making canines fight. At first, I thought that was, like, alluding to, like, aggressively making out. I don't know why, but then I was like, "Wait, are we just talking about, like, the dog fights?" So, like, is this supposed to be, like, if they're the wolf gang, the things that they're getting into and how that's, like, there's no place for my kids to go? Or is this just supposed to be, like, I don't know if I'm taking this too serious or if this is an allusion to something. Do you see what I'm saying? Y'all are gonna have to help me out. Because it's like, the wolves are rowdy and in the parking lot. Are you at the parking lot next to the playground? Because, like, that's where, I don't mean basketball when I say that they're balling in the parking lot. You know what I mean? It's the big bad wolf duplicated, where it's like, you're basically all the big bad wolves. Yes? No? If they're being shitted on by the critics, because they were under a lot of fire and scrutiny for, like, things that they were saying and talking about, accounting for all the hatred getting off the children's sacred. That's a wild line. But I think what it's supposed to be saying is basically like, we're just kids, like, we're just saying a bunch of stuff. We're not trying to be like your role model, is kind of what I get out of that. I don't know. I fear that I have no idea what's going on. So, like, maybe just ignore me. Give me your thoughts, please and thank you. Next up is white. Okay. So we had Snow White and now we just have white. Interesting.
Could this be earth? Could this be light?
Ooh.
Does this mean everything's going to be alright?
Pretty.
One look out my window, there's trees talking like people. I dreamt of storms, I dreamt of sound, I dreamt of gravity keeping us around.
Ooh, pretty.
I slept in the darkness, it was lonely and it was silent. And what is this love? I don't feel the same.
The way it's like panning back and forth. Oh my God. It's like I've heard it, but his voice is just so beautiful. I love it. Could this be earth? Could this be light? Does this mean everything is going to be all right? I believe in whatever I'm seeing or experiencing is how that feels. One look out my window, there's trees talking like people. I've dreamt of storms. I've dreamt of sound. I've dreamt of gravity keeping us around. Ooh, I've slept in darkness. It was lonely and it was silent. Wow, that's beautiful. I can't tell if he's trying to figure out if he's asleep or awake. I guess what I'm initially kind of getting is, could this be real life? Maybe things feel too good to be true. So he's trying to figure out, like, is this real life, Or if it's more like he's got a glimpse of something and he's wondering if he can make it into a reality.
Don't believe what this is. Could be given a name.
Wait, I don't think I caught that line. Go back.
What is this love? I don't feel the same. Don't believe what this is. Could be given a name. I woke, you were there, tracing planets on my forehead.
Is he? I don't want to minimize it. Is he just like high? Maybe? I woke, you were there. No, oh, well, I guess maybe not. Maybe he was just saying, so he's saying I woke up. So maybe it was what I was saying. The dream thing where he's like, a dream that's so vivid it feels real kind of thing. Don't believe what this is could be given a name. It is too good to be true kind of thing. I woke, you were there, tracing planets on my forehead. Interesting.
But I forget 23, like I forget 17.
Ooh.
And I forget my first love, like you'll forget a daydream. And what of all my wild friends? And the times I've had with them will all fade to gray soon on the TV station.
Ooh, I love that. But I'll forget 23 like I forget 17, and I forget my first love like you forget a daydream. And what of all my wild friends and the times I've had with them will all fade to gray soon on the TV station. Oh, and then thinking about like Channel Orange. Oh, I have chills. That's beautiful. I mean, I don't know. I hate to say it sounds beautiful. It feels like a little gut wrenching too. You know what I mean? Feels like it's all too good to be true. Whatever he's experiencing or the things he's seeing in his dream, maybe they do kind of mirror his reality to a certain extent, but he's wondering if it's all too good to be true and how can it stay this way? All going to be friends? Are we all going to be able to stay in this like kind of bubble we've created for ourselves, you know, and feeling like there's no way it can be this good all the time? That's how it makes me feel. Oh my gosh. Those horns remind me a little bit. I wonder if Tyler was in this because they remind me of some of the horns that he used. Producers Frank Ocean and Tyler, the Creator. Well, that was beautiful. Yeah, really liked that. Next, we have Sunday, which is Earl Sweatshirt featuring Frank.
I know it don't seem difficult to hit you up, but you're not passionate about half the shit that you into, and I ain't having it, and we both know that. I don't mean to offend you, I'm just focused today, and I don't know why it's difficult to admit that I miss you, and I don't know why we argue, and I just hope that you listen, and if I hurt you, I'm sorry. The music makes me dismissive. When I'm awake, I'm just drifting. I'm not complaining, it's just to say that I stay pretty busy lately. And I could be misbehaving, I just hang with my niggas. I'm fucking famous if you forgot. I'm faithful despite all what's in my face and my pocket. And this is painfully honest. And when I say it, I vomit. On cloudy days when I'm salty, I play the hate to the logic. State to state for the profit. It ain't a stain on me, nigga. My mama raised me a prophet. I play for dollar incentive. And where I'm walking is studded. And half retarded, I stumble to where she park when she visit. I grab the bottle and chug it. I see the car in the distance. I know the dark isn't coming for the moment. If I could hold it. You see, it seems that.
Okay, wait, I need to pause because you just said a lot of things here. I know it probably doesn't seem like it's hard for me to just pick up the phone and communicate. I get that. And the fact that he goes on later and says stuff about focus, I don't know if he intended it to be that way. If he's just saying like, he's so devoted and focused on his music that it's hard for him to think about anything else, or if that's also potentially alluding to like ADHD. But the only reason I bring that up is because as someone with odd ADHD, I know it sounds ridiculous. I know it sounds like I'm just not making something a priority. But it's like my phone is a black hole. Answering text messages, thinking I answered them and forgetting to message people back, or typing it up and then getting distracted, or if you're in the middle of doing something and you're like, I'm only going to answer this message, and then somehow you end up like scrolling. Like it's a black hole. And like the mental space, I genuinely understand that for people who don't deal with this, it could come off as like almost like ridiculous. What do you mean? But that's genuinely how it feels. It's not a reflection of the person. I understand the idea of people will make time for you if they care. And I get that. And I think that that's applicable a lot of the times. But it's also like there was a point in my life where I was a lot better with my phone, but I suffered so much because I was so available. I don't mean to be that way. I don't mean to push people to the side. I don't mean to leave them on red. I don't mean to forget to respond. But it's like I have had to deprioritize my phone in order for me to get to a place where I can actually like get things done without pulling teeth every time. And one of the ways I have to do that is I have to cut the phone away. Phone can't be present all the time. And it's not about ignoring, it's not about how much I care. I do think that that is applicable in a lot of situations, but for me. So anyways, all of that to be said, it's hard. But you not passionate about half the shit that you into, and I ain't having it. I guess I kind of take that. It's not necessarily that these are two different ways of taking it. It's more like kind of nuanced. I don't know if that makes sense. But it's that, but you're not passionate about it. So you're not passionate about half the things that you do. Therefore, you might not be able to understand what it's like to be solely absorbed in something that this would make sense to you. But also, this person may not be someone who like not only can understand his perspective and why he is the way he is, but it's also, I don't know if I want to be with someone who doesn't have passions like that, who can understand whatever your passion is. If you're just kind of like maybe like coasting in life and not being like really living in that kind of vibe. I don't know if that makes sense or if that's how you meant it, but that's how I kind of take it. And we both know that I don't mean to offend you. I'm just focused today. Again, this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I'm focused on. The actions that have happened are not because of you. It's because of the situation. But then him also saying, and I don't know why it's difficult to admit that I miss you. Maybe it is partially him being so fully focused, but also maybe it is partially him not prioritizing too. It's like both of these things can be true. There can be times where, yeah, maybe it is most of the time this, but sometimes maybe it is me like pushing you away and not realizing it. And maybe one of the ways I'm realizing that is because I do miss you, and it's hard for me to even say that. And I don't know why we argue. I just hope that you listen. Maybe I couldn't say this to you in the moment, so I'm having to put it in this song and hoping that you'll listen to it and actually understand where I'm coming from. And if I hurt you, I'm sorry. The music makes me dismissive. Again, I'm so fully focused on this. It's just to say that when I'm awake, I'm just drifting. I'm not complaining. I'm in my head. I'm just kind of like going where creativity takes me because he's got so much going on. He's having to drift from one thing to another. And I could be misbehaving. Again, I feel like some of this is him explaining it, but also then taking some accountability for some of it as well. I just be hanging with so he's like hanging out with his friends, which is entangled with his pursuit of his art. To someone on the outside, they may seem like, oh, you're just goofing around with your friends, but it still feels like, because those two things are so interconnected, it still feels like it's all kind of flowing into this one thing, which is his music, if you will. At least that's how I'm taking it. I'm fucking famous if you forgot. The way he said it, I can't tell if it's meant to be like, I'm fucking famous if you forgot, because maybe he thinks this person is interested in him because he is famous. It's meant to be kind of like sarcastic, doubt you could forget that. Or if he's saying that more in a way that's kind of resenting that because it's maybe caused issues for him. I don't know. I'm faithful despite what's in my face and in my pocket, despite what is around him, what he maybe has offered to him or what's in his pocket, whether that means like besides like money could buy him, or maybe he means pocket like his phone, people who slide in your DM, that kind of thing. Despite those things being available, I'm actually faithful. And this is painfully honest. This is me admitting all these things that I maybe couldn't say in the moment. And when I say it, I vomit, where it's like, it makes me physically ill to have to like admit this. Maybe I'm just kind of going with what makes sense to me, but I don't really know a lot about him. So on the cloudy days when I'm salty, when things get dreary down, I get pressed maybe, or I have like a hard, tough day, like when the rain clouds are kind of above me kind of thing, a storm cloud over my head, salty and I'm frustrated. I play the hate to the logic. I play the hate. I was thinking, oh, logic, like the program, right? So he's saying like when that thing happens, he goes to the booth, essentially, goes to the music to work it out. I think. State to state for the profit, it ain't a stain on me. I don't know if that means like touring. It ain't a stain on me. What's the saying? A stain on like your reputation type of situation. So maybe he's saying, I'm out here touring and doing my art and chasing these dreams, and that's not a bad thing. I don't know. I love and mama raised me a profit. I play for a dollar incentive. And that also I feel like could kind of help support the idea of it being about maybe touring. And where I'm walking, it's studded. half, I'm not gonna repeat that. Don't love that we're using that word. I stumble. Studded meant to be like rocky. When life has its ups and downs and it's rocky and it doesn't make sense and he stumbles, maybe. To where she park when she visit. I grab the bottle and chug it. I don't really get the to where she park when she visit. Oh, I get it. So like when things are rough, he goes back where she parks when she comes to visit him. Am I taking that too literally? And he basically gets drunk. He misses her, but he doesn't want to tell her, right? I see the car in the distance. I know the dark is coming. For a moment, I could hold it. You see, it seems that. So is he I can't tell if he's saying he grabbed the bottle and chugged it because he's sitting where she just left from and he's seeing the car in the distance, or if he's saying he's revisiting this place and he's doing this, he sees a car coming. No, I feel like when you say, I know the dark, then he says, I know the dark is coming. So I feel like she's leaving for a moment if I could hold it. I don't know that I'm taking that right. You guys are gonna have to give me some insights here because I don't know that I'm taking that right.
All my dreams got dimmer when I stopped smoking pot. Nightmares got more vivid when I stopped smoking pot. And loving you's a little different, I don't like you a lot. You see, it seems like
I'm coming back.
Oh, okay, wait. So for the moment, if I could hold it, she seems that. Interesting. That last little section, I don't know that I'm taking that right. So you guys are gonna have to tell me. But all my dreams got dimmer when I stopped smoking pot. Life doesn't feel as vivid when he gave that up. Nightmares, I love how I said vivid, and then it's because the next line is vivid. Nightmares got more vivid when I stopped smoking pot. And loving you is a little different. I don't like you a lot. So maybe he was saying when he was smoking and his life felt more intense and more colorful, if you will, that he was kind of living in this state and he wasn't as maybe plagued by nightmares and stuff like that. And so the love that was created in that environment when he stopped smoking, it couldn't withstand. It felt different, just like these other things feel different.
see, it seems like
I'm coming back, I gotta handle business. Vanished to my sleeper seat, left you at Terminal 3. I'll meet you down in baggage claim in a couple weeks, a fortnight. When you parade my homecoming, don't cry. You know I can't live in any place I visit. To live and die in LA. I got my Fleetwood Mac. I could get high every day, but I be sleepy, OCD, and paranoid. So give me Bali Beach, no Molly, please. Palm, no marijuana trees. Yo, hickeys on my aorta, and tattoos you could only see when I'm playing surfboarder. Put whiskey in that salt water. I emptied every canteen just to wear that straight edge varsity you think's cool. They thought me soft in high school. Thank God I'm jagged. Forgot you don't like it rough. I mean, he called me a faggot. I was just calling his bluff. I mean, how anal am I gonna be when I'm aiming my gun? And why's his mug all bloody? That was a 3-on-1. Standing ovation at Staples. I got my Grammys in gold. Polka dots on my Brit. I'm not supposed to be stunting. It's all melodic, this song. I catch this vibe in my sleep, but I'm just jet lagged as all and restless. All my dreams got more vivid.
Okay. I feel like Frank's verse got two different things. And I hope I'm remembering this right. Part of me doesn't want to say this because if I'm wrong, I don't want to like start stuff, but I feel like that timing makes sense because I remember he got his Grammy and I feel like this incident happened right before that. And I remember everyone was talking about it online at the time. So if I'm really wrong about this, Patreon tell me so I can remove this from the YouTube version because I don't want to start stuff. This feels like it's kind of connected to Earl's verse, but then it kind of transitions to something else. And I don't know if that's right, but I'm coming back. I got to handle my business. Vanished to my sleeper seat, left you at the Terminal 3. I'll meet you down at baggage claim in a couple weeks, a fortnight. When you parade my hometown, don't cry. You know I can't live in any place I visit. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really get that. I get the idea of, so he needed to get out of town. Hey, I'll meet you back here. So whoever he's talking to. But I don't really get the, when you parade my homecoming, don't cry. Maybe this person is like, do you say, I don't know if he's saying like it's performative. I don't really get that line. So if someone could help me out there, that'd be great. I can't live in any place I visit. To live and die in LA. He has to go travel places because he knows he can't leave LA because he can't live in a place he visits. Because LA is home, he has to go to visit other places. That's the only way he would get out. But don't worry, he's coming back. Wait, don't worry, he's coming back. Is this about, I don't know that timing would work. Because when I just said that, it made me think about like, didn't he have, I mean, I know he's had a very long between Blonde to today. I know that. But I know back then, what year was this? 2013. When did Channel Orange came out in 2012 and then Endless and Blonde came out in 2016. So since this is 2013, maybe that's a stretch. The only reason I say that is because if the rest of it's talking about the situation that I think it's talking about. First, I thought the beginning of this was connected to Earl's because he was talking to a person. But then when I said that, think about the LA thing. So maybe I'm thinking maybe he's talking more to the fans. Don't worry, I'm coming back. And later on, he would come back a few years later with Endless and Blonde. Basically, what I was thinking he was trying to say was something like, I can't be in LA all the time or else I feel like I can't live. And therefore, if I can't live, then I can't create my art. You know what I mean? It's like that creative, it feels like suffocating maybe. But I don't know that really fits with the actual words. So I think maybe I was right. Maybe it's more like, I'm gonna keep returning because I can't live there forever. So like, even if I go off someplace, like I'm always gonna return to LA because LA is still home. I feel like that would maybe make sense. I got my Fleetwood Mac. I could get high every day. He could be doing this, but he's not going to because he says he'd be sleepy, OCD, and paranoid because getting high makes him that. So give me a Bali Beach, no Molly, please, palm no marijuana trees. I can't be around that all the time. So maybe that's what LA feels like. Even though LA maybe feels like home, he feels like he gets too caught up in things, so he has to get out. But then... I don't know, guys. I don't know that I'm saying this right because there are hickeys on my aorta and the tattoos you could only see. Maybe he is talking to a significant other and my whole fan thing was like wrong. The hickeys are therefore like these tattoos. It goes all the way down and up. That's funny. When I'm playing surfboarder, put whiskey in that salt water. I emptied every canteen. No Molly, so like I emptied every canteen because like I didn't want the whiskey. Guys, I think I might be butchering this. So maybe just don't listen to me. Just to wear that straight edge varsity you think's cool. Huh. They thought me soft in high school. Thank God I'm jagged. I kind of thought this next little bit was kind of alluding to the altercation that happened between him and Chris Brown, right? But maybe that's not it. And the only reason I thought that was because I was just calling his bluff and then him saying, and why his mug all bloody, that was 3-on-1. Because if I remember, there was like multiple people and then there was just him. And then standing ovations at Staple, I got my Grammys. Pretty sure Grammys happened like right after that because I think Grammys is February. And I want to say, I remember it happened before the Grammys that year. I'm almost positive. And then polka dots on my Brit. Is the Brit Award have polka dots? Yes. In 2013, the Brit Award had polka dots. I was like, I don't remember that being a thing. I haven't really watched much of the Brit Awards, but I was like, that's the only thing I could think of. He said Grammy and then Brit, and I just think of a Brit Award. Yeah, so originally sponsored by Britannia Music Club. Since 2011, the Brit Trophy has been redesigned by well-known British artists, architects. Cool. Okay, so yeah, so that would make sense. And then he said, I'm not supposed to be stunting. I don't know. Is that a stretch? I feel like the 3-in-1 and then the calling me that, but I forgot you don't like it rough. I don't know. Part of me feels like, yeah, I maybe got this. And then part of me feels like I'm way off. anal. I like the way he set it up. I just don't know if I'm way off or not. If I am, just let me know. I'm just gonna keep going.
When I stop smoking pot, nightmares got more vivid when I stop smoking pot. Loving you's a little different, I don't like you a lot. I mean, fuck. I don't know what we're about. What good is West Coast weather if you're bipolar, if I'ma need.
Also, when I was thinking about this, I was about to say, could Earl's be about that too? But I don't know that that would really make sense, considering he was kind of alluding to his passion. Yeah, I feel like that would make sense. I was about to say, if I thought Frank's was about maybe music industry and like fans and stuff, if that theory ends up being right, maybe Earl's was that too. But I feel like the way his was set up, I don't think that that is as plausible. But honestly, at this point, I think I'm just confusing myself. So I'm just gonna shut up and let the song play.
Sweater, I'd rather be where it's cold, where it snows. I see how it goes. I put the flowers in bowls. I know they're coming in droves. You'll only miss when it goes.
Yeah, I think that's it.
When it goes.
Ooh, that was pretty. I like the way that ended. I don't know what we're about. What good is West Coast weather if you're bipolar? I'm gonna need this sweater. I'd rather be where it's cold, where it snows. I see how it goes. Which kind of goes back into that other deal earlier when he said, you know, on cloudy days, I'm salty. So maybe he's talking about that. What's good about the West Coast where it's warm if you feel like you can't enjoy it because of how you're feeling mentally. I'd rather be where it's cold, where it snows. At least I would understand that weather where it feels kind of like it mirrors me internally. I'm just gonna move on because I'm just like really not sure about all this. Last song is Superpower featuring, I was about to say featuring Beyonce. Superpower Beyonce featuring Frank. And there is a music video. I'm going back and forth on if I want to watch the music video when I listen to it the first time or not. Let's just do it. We'll go back through the lyrics afterwards. God, look at her eyes. That looks stunning. Flag.
In the palm of my two hands hold each other, that feels different from when your hands are in mine. That's just the way it is.
Oh, what an interesting line. When my palms rub together, it feels different than when someone else touches you. Like, it's still skin on skin, so in theory it should feel the same, but it doesn't.
And when my voice is screaming out to my own ears, that feels different from when I hear yours. Now that's just the way it is. And when I'm standing in this mirror after all these years, what I'm viewing is a little different from what your eyes show ya. I guess I didn't see myself before ya. Moving forward, a subtle power, a tough love. tough love.
And I thought the world would revolve.
Thought the world would revolve
Without us,
without us, without us.
but nothing I know could slow us
down.
It couldn't slow us down.
So, is it saying, I think I'm just gonna have to look at the lyrics. Is she saying she thought they could survive without each other, but she's figuring out that they actually, or is she talking like to herself? Like she thought she could abandon herself, but it turns out she needs, no, because she said she said the palm of your hand. So it makes me think like she's talking to someone else. Okay, I think I just need to look at the lyrics.
I thought I could live without you. There's nothing I know that can break us down. They can't break us down. And just like you, I can't be scared. And just like you, I hope I'm spared. But it's tough love. I know you feel it in the air. Even the babies know it's there. Tough love. The laws of the world tell us what goes sky and what falls. It's a superpower. The laws of the world never stopped us. Whoa.
Oh, so she's saying the super. So like it's a superpower, or is she saying like the superpowers, like the laws of the universe kind of thing? It's like destined to be, like we're destined to be. Maybe she's saying like we tried to separate, but that's just not meant to be. She said something about babies, and she said like tough love. So maybe she's saying like even when it's tough and it's rocky, you know what? I need to take the advice I keep saying. I just keep hearing lines and I'm like, maybe I just need to shush and just wait until I look at the lyrics. That's what I need to do.
'Cause together we got plenty superpower. A subtle power. A tough love. Like a shot. Too much to bear.
And I thought the world would revolve.
Thought the world would revolve without us, without us, without us.
But nothing I know could slow us down. It couldn't slow us down.
I thought I could live without you. But together we got plenty power. Nothing I know couldn't break us down. They couldn't break us down. Yes, we can. Couldn't break us down. They couldn't break.
Oh my God, I'm so dumb. Obviously, I knew that's what this was doing. I'm so mad at myself for making this about a relationship. Obviously, I knew there was like some like resistance and together and love and all that stuff. In the moment, I wasn't really thinking and acknowledging Cop Car. But in my head, I kind of thought maybe the music video was gonna be like his camp versus her camp, but like ultimately they need to be together. When he had the mask on, like I thought maybe it was like a hostagey type, you know what I mean? I thought that's kind of where we were going. But then when they were messing with the cop car, I was like, wait. I should have stopped then and like recalibrated, because we're better together to fight against like injustice. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I like boiled it down to just relationship. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
Break us down. Yes, we can. Couldn't break us down. They couldn't break us down. Yeah, we can. Couldn't break us down. We can make it, baby. They couldn't break us down. Yes, we can. Couldn't break us down. They couldn't break us down.
see that end screen? There we go. I cannot believe I'm embarrassed. And like as a Swiftie, I'm even more embarrassed. You know? It's like I'm always like, you have to look past the surface. It might sound like a relationship. You know, guys, that's the one thing about these first reactions. Sometimes it just doesn't click. Okay? It just doesn't click. And then you're left a fool. Come here, Debbie. Hello, little menace. Thank you. I'm sure they really appreciated you rubbing against the mic. I'm sure it made a lovely noise. Also, I don't know if you saw me look up and kind of like jump a bit. It's because he came through the kitty door and I was like, I'm still not used to it. What was I doing? Oh, lyrics. I needed to look at those. I could have just put closed captions on, I guess. When the palm of my two hands hold each other, it feels different. That feels different from when your hands are in mine. It's just the way it is. When my voice is screaming out to my own ears, that feels different from when I hear yours. Oh, and when I'm standing in this mirror after all these years, what I'm viewing is a little different from what your eyes show you. I guess I didn't see myself before you moving forward. Superpower, a subtle power, a tough love. Oh, like a shark. Oh, like a bear, a tough love. And I thought the world would move on. I thought the world would revolve without us. Yeah, so it's like, I think it can be both. Because like it showed at the end, her and the love together fighting against no matter what comes at them. But also the unity of nothing can break us down. I thought the world could go on without us, but it can't. Like we have to be together kind of thing. And I think it means it in both ways, where it's like together is like a humanity sense, fighting against injustices, but also within like a relationship. I think it is meant to be both, but nothing I know could slow us down. It could slow us down. And I thought I could live without you. Hey, because nothing I know can break us down. They can't break us down. And just like you, yes, I'm still petting you. And just like you, I can't be scared. And just like you, I hope I'm spared. And it's tough love. Yeah. Even the babies know it's there. Tough love. The laws of the world tell us what goes sky and what falls. It's superpower. The laws of the world never stopped us once, because together we got plenty superpower. Oh, that's beautiful. What a beautiful like video too. And I do love the idea of, like when they were spray painting, like at one point they were spray painting love. Okay, final thoughts. I really liked that. I liked getting to kind of go back to some of the earlier stuff. When I'm filming this, I've already listened to Nostalgia Ultra and Channel Orange. So it's cool to kind of go back. And then also, because when I originally did this video, I didn't know, like I said at the beginning, I didn't know about the earlier tracks that people had wanted. So I had only had the two, the Earl Sweatshirt and the Beyoncé track. So that's why, like, timeline-wise, I had put it here versus earlier. But I enjoyed that. I liked going back and kind of seeing those earlier ones, and also just kind of getting to see, the Tyler journey and the Frank one kind of, converge again, which is cool. His voice is just beautiful. Like, I mean, when you've got a voice like his, there's probably not a lot that I'm not going to enjoy to a certain extent, because his vocal alone is just beautiful. Like he is just stunning with his vocal. So not surprised there. Buddy, the kitty door is still open. You came in it, you gotta go out it. I don't meow at me. I don't know what you want from me, buddy. It's open. You are the one in control here. You exit and enter as you please. That's kind of the point of the door. So I don't have to get up and stop filming. It's supposed to be. Anyways, I need to end this video. I got another video to film. I'm excited for the next album, which is going to be Endless. So stay tuned for that. And as always, I'm sure there's plenty I missed. So let me know, what did I get right? What did I get wrong? What did I miss? And I will see you in the next one. Bye.